do the question.
Okay, so the question is, are you able? Do you find you're able to kind of make a living, like given that you have two daughters? Are you actually able to make a living out of this?
Out of this, that's a difficult one because for sure to live as an artist in Zimbabwe is all struggles. Yeah, like before we had some political issues in Zimbabwe. Yeah, things were fine. There were so many tourists coming to buy our stuff, and we could put food at the table. But like now, that's very hard. That's very hard because there are not so many people who are coming to buy our stuff from Zimbabwe, and it's very difficult. It's all struggles. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's I guess you would attribute that more to the political situation than to the fact that you're a woman or something like that. Okay.
Yeah. As a woman, it's an advantage for me because there are not so many women who are into the art industry in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
So if you are one and you are known, that elevates you more. So if we are having people who are coming to Zimbabwe, that would be fine with me. Yeah.
Yeah. Are there things that you think are there things that you think you can think of that would help you make a better living out of this? Like, would it be easier if, I don't know, I mean, I'm just trying to think of some things that if you knew some things or had contacts or did some other things, like, are there ways that it could be easier, do you think? Or
Yes, I think like if we had new markets, because like at the moment I'm speaking on behalf of myself. I'm just surviving with people, maybe 2 or 3 customers per year, sometimes 1 per year, depending on how much they come to Zimbabwe. Yes. Yeah, so that becomes very difficult. If we had more markets where to sell our stuff and new contacts, that would be very, very good for us. Yeah.
Do you look for those? Like, how are you finding those now? How do you find your customers now?
That one is very difficult sometimes because like for me, I was just surviving on the old people who knew me before. They would just come to Zimbabwe. Some of them, they come twice, like in 1 year, or sometimes once in 3 years. So sometimes it's like I get, like, usually it's like living as an artist in Zimbabwe. It's like I get my pay once per year. Yes, like somebody comes once per year, then they buy maybe sculptures from me for 300, 500. That's my pay. For the rest of the other month, I have to fend. I have to do something else to put food on the table.
Okay.
Yeah, just not relying on doing artwork. Yeah, because it's not paying. It doesn't, sometimes I go, like when I left Zimbabwe, I left with a 6 months bill for my water and my electricity. I could not pay for it. Yes. So sometimes it's very difficult. Very difficult.
What kind of work does your husband do? Does he contribute to the household finance?
Yeah, he does contribute to the household finance because he's an artist just like me. So imagine having two artists in the same house with the situation we have in Zimbabwe at the moment. That's very difficult. Yeah. So now my husband, what he has done now, he's a talented guy. He's not full-time doing the sculptures now. He's doing mechanics. Yeah, sometimes he goes repair people's cars, then maybe gets $20, $30. Then we buy food. That's how we are living now in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, through art, it's very difficult because I went around asking my fellow, like where I live, there is a art community where so many artists work together, and there are women also. So the other day I went to them. I just wanted to ask for their opinion, asking, look here, girls, what is the way forward for us? Where are we going? Are we going to survive in the next 5 years, or we are going to drop just as the other guys did? Because there were so many girls and some women who wanted to be sculptors, right? But they could not go on because they found it very difficult to survive. Yeah. They're saying, okay, we're just looking at how can we explore new markets? How can we get new contacts for new people who can whom of course who cannot come to Zimbabwe. They cannot come to Zimbabwe, but sometimes we can send our goods, like small things, to them. They can sell for us, and we were just discussing. Yeah. But still, it was very difficult for us to come out with a solution to that.
Yeah. How are we doing?
You have another question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other things I wanted to ask were, do you find there's a difference between what men do and what women do in terms of art?
Yes, there is. It depends now with the individual, like in women artists. Some do exactly like the men. Like me, I want challenges. I want to challenge them that I can do it. I don't want to be treated, when I'm working, I don't want to be treated like a lady artist. No, we have to be on the same level. Yeah, but looking at my fellow other women artists, yes, you can see that this was done by a woman. Yes, yeah, you can see that.
How can you tell?
How can you tell? Sometimes it's not well finished. Sometimes it's especially on the finishing. Yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, if it is a very hard stone, yeah, you can tell that this was done by a woman.
Huh.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you find they do different subjects? Like, do they do different?
No, the woman I know in Zimbabwe, the first generation women artists, yes, they do different kinds of sculptures. But the ones who work at the community I'm talking about, one just concentrate on birds, the other one on hippos, and the other one on just small figures like torsos. Yes.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is there more?
And now, why did you choose to talk about women in your sculptures?
Okay, why I chose to talk about women in my sculptures was that you look like I am one of them. Yes, and I get my inspiration from women, and it's like my inspiration comes when I go to, like, I live two lives, the city life and the village life. All the time when I visit my mother, I see different kind of a living. Then I get inspired by that. Then I just go to the city again. I see how things are changing, shifting from the traditional way of living to the westernized way of living. Yes, so I just want to work in that direction. Yeah.
Do you find that your art, like, or maybe making money out of it, does it give you a different status in your village than you used to have, or?
Like, you mean status?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. It does.
Yeah?
It does. Like when I started, so many people looking down upon me. Yeah, say, where is she going with her art? Look, she went to school. After school, she went to college. She does have diplomas she's holding, but she's in this, because people before, they believe that people who work with stones, they are fools. They are not educated people. Yes. They thought it was just work for the uneducated. But now
Okay.
here I am. Now I'm traveling. Yeah, I can see that people are they envy now. They say, okay, you can do better, and she's doing well. Because like my first trip, I went